Rec League podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Podchaser, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Breaker, and Stitcher at Rec League Podcast on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 76, available now. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So, Happy New Year. I'm gonna be a gracious host, whatever you want to call it. It's not in my DNA. I'm trying to be more kind. It's not a resolution. I'm just trying to be a better me. And that's probably the only welcome that y'all get all year, because I forget. I get into the groove of recording and I mentally got my script, so I just follow that. But yeah, New Year means new movies, and just like the billion other movie-related YouTube channels, I want to share with you guys what I'm the most excited to see this year. Fun fact, I recorded this video like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but the Multiverse of Madness trailer came out. John Wick was on my list, got delayed, so changes and alterations had to be made. As such, this video had to be re-recorded. So, I mean, I usually ramble off. I think the landscape of new releases is still a little shaky. The virus is still here. We're not out of the woods. You saw the increase in positives right after Christmas. Now we're right after New Year's. They're gonna go higher, so studios will probably panic. There's already been a little bit of panic because some February, March stuff got pushed. Yeah, man. Like, the only thing on my letterbox list that I have on my radar is it's franchises, it's sequels, it's big blockbuster stuff that's already announced. And I mean, I am who I am. That's what I'm anticipating. Honorable mentions, man, 3-1. At honorable mention number 3, I say franchises, I say big budget blockbusters. At honorable mention number 3 is a movie that I've been looking forward to since it was announced, and that's the unbearable weight of massive talent. John Wick getting pushed to 2023 allowed me to put this in as an honorable mention. It's Nicolas Cage playing himself the way Neil Patrick Harris plays himself in Harold and Kumar. It's an exaggerated version of himself. He's down on his luck. He needs some money. He takes a job, and it turns into some wildness. Tiffany Haddish is in it. Ike Barinholtz is in it. They made the trailer funny. Pedro Pascal and Nicolas Cage himself. Man, this looks insane, and I can't wait for April. Honorable mention number 2, I got Nope. It's Jordan Peele's 3rd movie. I have no doubt in my mind he's about to go 3 for 3. I'm blanking. I want to say Keke Palmer is in this. Daniel Kaluuya is back after Get Out, and Steven Yeun, if I'm not mistaken. I'm down for a movie called Nope. I don't even need a trailer. Like, I'm watching this movie. Again, like after Get Out, after Us, I have been just waiting on the edge of my seat for what Jordan Peele has next. And this is it. At honorable mention number 1, I got Black Adam. And The Rock has been talking about playing Black Adam since like 2007. There was a little website I used to get a lot of my movie knowledge and news from called movies.com. He was promoting Gridiron Gang, The Game Plan, something, and he got asked, would you rather play Shazam or would you rather play Black Adam? And he said Black Adam. So 15 years in the making, The Rock is finally playing this character. Marvel and DC, let's say Sony and DC, like, do these movies where they put the villain at the forefront. That instantly makes him not a villain, because the story is never written for them to be a villain. I know Black Adam is an anti-hero, but like how this is supposed to introduce the Justice Society of America. I don't even know who the villain is gonna be. I'm excited though. Like there was a little teaser, some behind the scenes featurette, whatever we're calling it. Same director as Jungle Cruise, so that might turn some people off. Cause I know for whatever reason, like some adults were like too mature to have fun with Jungle Cruise. Black Adam looks pretty badass though. I'm hoping that there's a post-credit scene that teases a showdown with Zachary Levi and Shazam. Yeah, like you can't introduce Black Adam into the DCEU without an eventual face-to-face with Shazam. And I mean, The Rock's led so many movies. Him being an antagonist would just like add to his dynamic as an actor. But into the official top 10. At number 10, I got Mission Impossible 7. Another sequel we know nothing about. Fallout was bananas. It's like every Mission Impossible sequel improves on the last one. This is one of the best running action franchises in Hollywood today. Tom Cruise pushing himself to do bigger, crazier stunts. Not just for the flex though, but it serves the plot. It serves whatever scene. At number 9, I got Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. This is a bittersweet movie, man, because however they honor T'Challa, however they explain T'Challa not in this movie, it's gonna be emotionally felt. I trust Kevin Feige, I trust Ryan Coogler, and I hope that whatever behind the scenes is going on with Letitia Wright, that something happens to where Shuri still carries this movie and they can pay respects, pay homage, pass that torch, do whatever they got to do. Cause man, yeah, like this is the one I'm most curious about, but I'm nervous for this movie. At number 8, I got The Flash. I have wanted a Flash movie since I was a kid. I've always thought the Flash was a cool character. He's my second favorite DC hero. The show is on shaky ground with me, but I'm still watching it. And Ezra, I'm not even the biggest Ezra Miller fan, but like my love for this character, I'm gonna watch it. I thoroughly enjoyed the trailer. I love that Michael Keaton's coming back. Whatever happens with Ben Affleck in this movie, I hope he survives. Andy Muschietti coming off the 2 It movies. There's not even an announced villain. Like the trailer came and there was no Eobard Thawne, Reverse Flash. There was no Zoom, Professor Zoom, whatever. The Thinker was in the Suicide Squad, so Captain Boomerang was in the Suicide Squad, so they're not the villains. I'm curious. Like this is gonna be DC, the DCEU blowing up their multiverse, and like Michael Keaton's already in it, so I'm gonna throw out there anybody from Keanu Reeves as Constantine to Helen Slater as Supergirl to Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern popping up in a DC movie for the rest of its existence. Fucking Josh Brolin as Jonah Hex, why not? Yeah, man, this could be a disaster, but my hopes are high. At number 7, I got Lightyear. It's the Pixar, the summer Pixar movie about the astronaut that inspired the action figure. It's like I saw like stupid outlets like Complex, Get Fandom discussing film. I don't know specifically, but there are blue check mark outlets out there that are like posting stills of the Lightyear trailer, like, oh, it's so cool they did this because it was in Toy Story. Bro, it's like it was in Toy Story. That's why it's in this, because it was related to the literal Buzz Lightyear. Like it's not Toy Story 5. It's the human astronaut who did some heroic shit and got an action figure that was that we know in Toy Story, bro. It's like Chris Evans voicing Buzz Lightyear is not replacing Tim Allen. He's voicing the human astronaut. Yeah, again, like I want to see like how they handle Emperor Zurg. I want to see how like all the iconic quotes, imagery, history, lore that we know of Buzz Lightyear from these 4 movies. How do they handle it when it's the human Buzz Lightyear? Like, that's my hype. The trailer was money. 2 Pixar movies this year, and they both look amazing. At number 6, I got the movie that will release first chronologically, and that's Scream. Scream 5. 5 Cream. It's called Scream. And I can't front. I don't like that it's called Scream. It's riding the coattails of Halloween 2018, and even the Texas Chainsaw Massacre that's coming out on Netflix in February. I just call it Scream 5. Neve Campbell, David Arquette, Courtney Cox are in this movie. It's Scream 5. Call it Scream 5. I love the trailer. I think I've only seen one trailer, but it got me hype. I feel like this could be this is the 5th movie, so like saying it'll be the best Scream since 2 isn't much. Scream 2 is one of my favorite sequels of all time. Just like bringing it, like I know Scream 4 kind of did it, but as technology and phone reliant as probably 97% of humanity is, Ghostface like has a lot easier route to getting his knife bloody. I hope all 3 legacy characters make it to the end credits. I think one of them's gonna bite it. I've already got a podcast episode set up to react to this movie. Scream is my all-time favorite horror franchise. Like I'm just hyped. At number 5, I got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. So that means a Part 2 is already guaranteed. Miles Morales is going to get a trilogy. It's all dope. A little teaser came out a couple weeks ago. It looks cool. Spider-Man 2099 looked to be at the forefront with Gwen and Miles. I can't imagine how many obscure versions of Spider-Man are going to be in this movie. At number 4, I got Creed 3. If I'm not mistaken, Sylvester Stallone's not in this movie. Michael B. Jordan is directing and starring. Tessa Thompson returning. And I don't think it's been officially confirmed, but I heard that Jonathan Majors is playing the main antagonist. Hopefully he's not related to Clubber Lang. Like, Adonis Creed needs his own antagonist to distance himself from the Rocky movies. Like, Creed 2 was cool, avenging Apollo Creed and, the Rocky 4 parallels, and Creed 2's fucking dope. I love both Creed movies. So yeah, like, we're in January. I'm ready for Thanksgiving already. At number 3, I got Thor, Love and Thunder. Taika Waititi came with Ragnarok and course corrected the Thor trilogy. And he's returning, so we're gonna get that same snarky, quippy humor. The writing is going to be impeccable. What I've heard about Natalie Portman's arc, Christian Bale in the MCU, even as a villain, I'm pretty sure most of the Guardians of the Galaxy are in this movie. Even if it's just to like drop Thor off somewhere, they'll be in the first 20 or so minutes. I'm predicting. How one of my boys, shout out Jay Merritt, what he thinks Thor is gonna do, I think he's wrong. I think he's predicted Natalie Portman's arc wrong. Like, I think she's here to stay. I think when Avengers 5 rolls around, Natalie Portman's gonna have either Mjolnir or Stormbreaker and just beasting. I like I don't want to know anymore. I damn near don't even want to see a trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder. I know that it's going to be at least as good as Ragnarok. Like, let's keep it real. At number 2, keeping it in the MCU, I got Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. If you've seen Spider-Man No Way Home, you know he did something, trying to help a friend. And the ripple effects are going to roll into that movie. The ripple effects from WandaVision, Loki, What If, and Spider-Man No Way Home are all going to affect this movie. The possibilities for this movie, I'm like, my expectations are in check, but this movie could be cooler and more mind-blowing than Spider-Man No Way Home. I can't go to any social media without seeing some kind of rumor. So I mean, there are probably some nerds out there who think that 1986 Howard the Duck is going to be in this movie. He's not. But yeah, like, Doctor Strange basically cleaning up a mess that he thought he fixed, but didn't really. And then Elizabeth Olsen, like, at full strength. Whoever the villain may be, Chiwetel Ejiofor coming back, Rachel McAdams coming back, Sam Raimi directing the MCU's first horror movie. I love it. It's perfect. At number 1, my most anticipated movie of 2022 is probably 85% of people's most anticipated movie of 2022. If you know, you know. The Batman. I saw a trailer. Robert Pattinson sold me. Colin Farrell definitely sold me. How do you give your best performance ever in a trailer? As soon as I heard Matt Reeves was directing, yes. In a perfect world, The Batman is directed by and starring Ben Affleck. It's the MCU Deathstroke versus Batman DCEU movie. But this is what we got. It looks like Seven, Zodiac meets Batman. It could be dark, it could be gritty, it could be violent, it could be brilliant. I love what Matt Reeves did with his Planet of the Apes movies, and that's why I'm excited. Like, anybody can bitch about casting. Oh, he was in Twilight, is an ignorant response. Twilight was 10 years ago. He's done other movies and been great in those movies. Zoe Kravitz looks great as Selena Kyle. Paul Dano looks great as the Riddler. I love the trailers. I love the score in the trailers. It feels like Batman with a year or two experience beating the shit out of bad guys. And I want, we're getting the OG villains. Catwoman, Penguin, Riddler. You know, eventually we'll get Joker. But I want Matt Reeves in this quasi-realistic, dark tone universe to handle a Mr. Freeze, a Clayface, a Man-Bat. The more outrageous villains that we never get in these movies. Yeah, we got Mr. Freeze, I know, but it's been 15, 25 years. Let somebody, let a guy in his 40s, maybe Mark Strong, shave his head, put the red goggles on, and freeze some shit. Dude that plays Batman in Titans would be like a dope Kirk Langstrom to turn into Man-Bat. Like, that just like popped into my shit. What movies are you guys looking forward to this year, man? Like I said, Turning Red is a Pixar movie. We got Lightyear. The Lost City looks pretty funny. Bullet Train is coming out. Ambulance from Michael Bay is coming out, just to name a few. There's an Aquaman movie coming. Avatar 2 is supposedly coming. We'll see. Let me know, man, your most anticipated top 3, top 5, top 10. Drop a comment, man. I want to know. This weekend, the plan is to watch and review the 355 and the Tinder Bar. Next weekend is Scream. Next weekend is also Hotel Transylvania, Transformania. The Tragedy of Macbeth is coming out on Apple TV next week. I might wait a week to watch that, just next weekend is so crowded. So like, subscribe, comment, Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.